everyone, it's Kate here, and today I'm here to do my 5-week bump date. I'm not officially 5 weeks yet. I'm 4 weeks, 5 days, I think. But it's kind of late to do a 4-week bump date, and I just figured that I would kind of combine them together. And also, I don't have a confirmed due date, so I could technically be a little bit further along than I am. So I'm just going to go ahead and do my 5-week bump date. So today, the baby is the size of a sesame seed, so still just a little bitty baby. But before I get into symptoms I've been having and everything, I just wanted to explain a little bit how my cycle kind of was this month. And explain to you, like if you watched my previous video, I kind of didn't really like explain everything. I was kind of just in shock, and I really wasn't expecting to be pregnant this cycle. So yeah, anyways, I'm going to just get right into explaining everything. So as some of you may or may not know, I am still nursing Ava. I don't know if you can see her here. She's having a little snack. Basically just through the night. And my cycle was starting to regulate after having her postpartum. So it was getting on like a 32 day cycle. So I was ovulating around 15 to 16 days into my cycle. But during December, we both got the stomach flu really bad, and she was not eating or drinking anything. So we just nursed like crazy. And of course, the hormones were flowing. So that kind of made my cycle really, really long. I had ovulated on cycle day 23 that month, and we weren't trying then, but this month when we decided to finally start trying, I figured, you know, I'm still probably going to be ovulating a little bit later, but I was thinking that now that I'm not breastfeeding as much anymore, just at night again, that my cycle would start to regulate. But so I thought I would, you know, ovulate maybe cycle day 23 or a little bit earlier, but I actually ovulated on cycle day 25, which is extremely late for me anyways. So yeah, I have middle schmers. What are you laughing at? I have middle smers, so you're just gonna be silly, aren't you? I have mitral smers, which means that I can feel when I ovulate. Now, I originally thought that I was ovulating, I think it was cycle day 19, because I had little twinging in my left ovary, but this was overnight. So I thought the twinging that I was kind of feeling, that I was like waking up a little bit uncomfortable, I was thinking that I had like just ovulated and like I slept through the most of the pain, and I was just experiencing the leftover like pain. So I started, like obviously we baby dance, and I started testing. And I didn't post those test videos after I realized that I ovulated later. You are being really silly. You are being really silly. Oops, look, you drooled some. Here, you want it? So when I realized that I ovulated actually on cycle day 25, I didn't end up posting those test videos because obviously they were just a bunch of negatives. But however, I was kind of skeptical that I was ovulating on cycle day 25. I was wondering if maybe it was implantation, because it was actually would have been like 6 or 7 days past that 19-day ovulation time where I thought I ovulated. But anyways, so we actually didn't baby dance like 5 days prior, just because of the way our schedules were working. Luke was working a lot of nights, and I was tired, and I was just thinking, you know what, we're out this cycle, it's a screwed up cycle, like it is what it is, and we'll try again next month. So a week goes by, and I'm not having any symptoms at all. But I was talking to Luke. He was actually about to leave to go work for the evening, and I said to him, I was like, oh, I'm just feeling so moody. I'm just going to open a bottle of wine and drink it. And then I was like, well, maybe I'm pregnant because I'm so moody and I just feel like so like angry for no reason. And he's like, well, let me know if you are. And then I was just like, well, maybe I'll just take a little test just to see and make sure before I start drinking some wine that, you know, it's not a positive. So I wasn't thinking anything of it. I was about to watch Netflix and pour myself a glass of wine, eat some junk food, and I took the test around 8:30 p.m. And I left it there. I just went and I like got my snacks ready, got my Netflix ready, and it was probably about I want to say like maybe 4-minute mark. Like the test says it's ready at 3 minutes. I probably went a little bit later than that, and I seen like the faintest line. And obviously you guys have seen the live test video, but like I just didn't believe it because this cycle was like so screwed up. You're so silly. The cycle was like so screwed up, and I didn't ovulate. I mean, we didn't baby dance until like, or 5 days prior to the ovulation. And I know for sure that that's when I ovulated because obviously I felt it, and it just confirmed the testing would have been 9 DPO, and it was so faint. And then it just kept getting darker and darker. So yeah, that's that. That's kind of the storyline to go along with that. It's honestly, I feel like it's a little bit of a miracle because, and no, actually it wasn't even, it was 6 days. Like I originally thought it was 5 days prior to ovulation, but when I looked at my, chart thing on my phone, I keep forgetting it was actually 6 days, which is crazy because sperm, like the average is like 24 to 5 days, right? And like, that's like rare. So I'm thinking it might be a girl because the theory is that male sperm swims faster but doesn't live as long, and female sperm swims slower but could live potentially up to, some sites say 5. You're in the way, sweetie. Some sites say 7. So obviously 6 days, you know, could be female, could be male, who knows. So anyways, let's get into symptoms. So with Ava, I had like crazy breast tenderness. I just was like super feeling pregnant with her. I had headaches. I felt nausea right away. And with this, I barely felt any symptoms. The most I've had is through week 4, which is the week that just passed. I just had mild cramping, like maybe that my period was going to start soon, and this was all through like 9 DPRs, 14. Sorry guys, this video is super distracting. Okay, sweetie, shh. Well, don't yell. Callie's over there. Is she playing with your toys? You go get her. You go get her. All through week 4, I was just having like very mild cramping. A little tiny bit of nausea, like when I'd wake up in the morning and I like kind of felt hungry. That's kind of just all I had for week 4. Now coming up to week 5, it's been virtually the same symptoms. I've had a little bit of like shooting vaginal pain, I guess, and still with the mild cramping, and I'm pretty sure it's all normal. I have not felt really nauseous. Just like when I'm starting to get hungry, I just feel like I need to eat or I'm going to start to feel nauseous. So, but no food aversions. With Ava, I had so many food aversions. Like, I threw up to the smell of chili. Like, every time I brushed my teeth, like, my gag reflex was crazy. And now this may change, but I'm really hoping that it doesn't because, yeah, morning sickness with a toddler does not sound good at all. As for food aversions, I've had no food aversions. I haven't, like, usually when I wake up in the morning, I really want a coffee, and I haven't really wanted a coffee at all. I've brewed a coffee, and I have a Keurig, so there's like the small, medium, and large cup, and I've started brewing the medium, and I still don't finish it all, whereas before I would drink a large. So it's not that I have an aversion to it, I just don't really want it and don't really want to finish it, which is fine. But as for cravings now, with Ava, I had so many food aversions, I like didn't have any cravings. Like, I could barely eat in the first trimester when I was pregnant with her. I had to eat like carbs, like toast and crackers and potatoes, and that's all I could eat with her. But with this one, this week I have been craving meat. And usually I'm like a chicken, fish kind of girl. Like, I don't really like red meat, but all I've wanted is red meat. This weekend we had steak, burgers, and a roast beef, and I still am craving meat. And someone said to me like, oh, maybe your iron's like low, and I was like, well, that could be true because I've been known to have like not low iron, like where it's bad and like anemic, but I've been known to have like iron on the lower side. So that makes sense to me. But hey, I'm not complaining because, you know, I'm not throwing up and I'm not having food aversions yet. So yeah, that's really all. I've had a headache yesterday, but like nothing crazy that is out of the norm to me. I've had a cyst on my chin and a zit on my forehead that have popped up this week, but really other than that, I honestly do not feel pregnant. It's really weird to me. It's almost scary in a way because with her I just like was so feeling so pregnant, and it's almost reassuring in a way when you have so many symptoms like that, especially the morning sickness, because you know like the hormones are working, they're there, like everything's like the way it should be. But this time around I'm just like waiting for symptoms to come, and they're just really not. As for my first doctor's appointment, I called the next, well, I found out on a Saturday that I was pregnant, so I called on the Monday to book an appointment, and I am not able to get in for an appointment until I'll be around 8 weeks pregnant because they're so booked up. However, according to them, because they base everything off your last period, my last period was January the 16th, so I would be, well, I'd be 10 days more than I am now, so I'd be pretty much almost 7 weeks according to my last period. So she did say, the receptionist said that she was going to book me an ultrasound and give me a call when that was, and it'll probably be before my first official doctor's appointment, which is nice in a way, but I know that I won't be measuring what they think I will be because my cycle was off this month. So I mean, I'd be shocked if I was measuring to my my last period, but I'm like 99.9% positive. Today I am 4 weeks, 5 days, and yeah, I guess we'll find out. And when I do get the ultrasound booked, I will let you guys know. At my hospital, you can't do any filming. Here in Canada, it's pretty strict with that. So I will do a little update video and show you guys pictures. As for my 6 weeks, so I turn over on Thursdays, would be my new week. So the cats are fighting below me. I will probably be posting, well, you won't see me until, because I did the 4 and 5 now, so you won't see me for a little bit. But if any symptoms do come up in the next few days, 4 or 5 weeks, I will update you guys with a quick little video. And in the meantime, yeah, that's all for this update. Sorry if you can hear my cats, they're literally fighting right beside you. One last symptom that I forgot to add in before I show you my bump is that I have been extremely bloated, and my stomach was never like flat by any means, but it's like doubled in size right now. And I know it has nothing to do with baby's the size of a sesame seed, but the bloat is unreal, so don't judge. Yeah, so I will show you my bump.